And a very good evening to all my viewers. We're here in Ahuntsic, right across the river from Laval. It's Wednesday, March 14th, 2018. It's about 10:33 p.m. And I'm going to do a little film here because I'm going to do a filming walk, I should say, because I actually hear across the river sounds like hundreds of seagulls, and I wanted to walk here basically where I am right here in Montreal North, Ahuntsic, Cartierville, all the way to Laval. And actually behind me here is a police command post vehicle. Not sure what's going on there, but interesting to see. But while I'm walking to Laval, which is to my north, I figured I'd just film because, you know, these little walks can be interesting at times and you never know what you're going to see. So we're going to walk here across this railway bridge. And I don't know if you could hear it yet, but there's quite a few seagulls in the distance. And I know it's nighttime, but just bear with me here. I'll just stop for a moment. You can hear those seagulls. Very beautiful, and I got a feeling we're in for a treat if we can get close enough to film them. And just to give you an idea where we are here, there's Montreal North over there, Ahuntsic, Cartierville district of Montreal North to be precise. And over here we're about to walk over the Rivière de Prairie, and it's a very ominous sight here on the Rivière de Prairie because, well, spring is coming, and this is the river that flooded last spring, and we're going to see what happens this year. And you know, I don't want to predict anything, but I got a feeling that we're going to see some flooding this year. And ironically, this snowstorm that we just got just happened to be, I believe it was exactly 1 year to the day that we had that major snowstorm last March. I believe it was also on the 14th, if I'm not mistaken. So we're going to walk down here. As I said, this is a railway bridge, serves the AMT, or used to be known as the AMT commuter line. I think it's the St. Jerome line, if I'm not mistaken. Taken that train a couple of times. Oh yeah, by the way, if you actually have a bus pass or a transit pass, they're actually giving out refunds because there's a lot of train delays earlier this winter. So if anyone takes these trains, there's something to keep an eye out for. Now listen to those seagulls, it's amazing. Put the flash on here for a moment. Yeah, we're right above the Rivière de Prairie. And again, this is an old, very old railway bridge, which you are allowed to walk on because there's a pedestrian bridge right beside it. There you go. Canadian Pacific. But it's very beautiful, this walk, and I suggest anyone that, you know, is able to do this to try it out. I'm going to do a daytime walk eventually here. Now it's hard to see, but there's a Rivière de Prairie right below us, and it looks ominously high, I can tell you right now. We're gonna go check out those seagulls. I can actually see them from here. It's a big, it's like a huge pack of them, huge pack of seagulls. You can hear the river below. Very fast moving where I am here because it's a bit of a hill. And by the way, I'm walking right into Laval from Montreal North, or I should say Ahuntsic, Cartierville. It's not really Montreal North. This part here that I'm walking from is Ahuntsic, Cartierville, but it's the northern part of Montreal. That's why I refer to it as Montreal North. The actual borough of Montreal North is just to my east. Put on the flash here for a moment again. And again, in summer and spring, when it's a little warmer, this is a beautiful walk. Even now it's beautiful. And I definitely will come back here during the daytime to film. I got a bit more light here. As we approach Laval. And again, this is Montreal behind me. This is facing to the south. And Laval's right here to my north, which I'm almost on dry ground. Just looking at the river levels from here. It's hard to really gauge how high it is. Actually, I can't really tell because, like I said, it's first of all nighttime, and I don't really remember previous years how high it is at this point. And I walked this bridge usually it's April, a couple of years ago. I went sugaring off. It was in St. Jerome. And I would walk from Laval. It would be the 9 bus in St. Jerome. I'd walk from Laval to Ahuntsic, Cartierville. Because the 9 bus, I believe it goes to Montmorency Metro. And then from there I would walk to Montreal. There's some ducks down there. I don't know if you could see them. Just floating around. Probably going to join that herd of birds, which we're going to see in a minute. And I got to watch the time here because don't know how late the Laval. I know the Laval buses run late, but I don't want to spend any tickets if I don't have to. So I'm going to wrap it up here. So that's pretty much the nighttime walk between Montreal and Laval. And as I said, in the daytime, I will come back here and film. Now I'm going to go check out those birds, get a separate video of them, and wish you all a good evening.